What's good, YouTube? Man, if you don't get you.
I just wanna sign on my haters, sign on my foes, sign on these niggas, sign on these hoes, and everybody who told me to you.
Alright, what's good, YouTube? This your boy Shy J coming back at you with another video. Alright, today I ain't really got too much going on. I'm actually on the way to the bank right now so I can cash the check. They actually close in about 20 minutes, so I'm actually in a hurry. But I'm gonna just tell y'all about the time that I stole my first car. And I'm not saying that I do this shit. Well, I'm I'm not saying that I actually do steal cars and all that. I was young, man. Alright, so it really wasn't me stealing a car if you look at it like that. But anyways, alright, so back when I was like 4 years old, like I was smart as hell. Like I used to observe people, and I used to pretty much be a copycat. Whatever I see somebody else do, I do. Alright, so I remember my granddad used to have this old looking, grayish looking truck. I can't remember the name of it. No, I remember. He had a Ford Ranger. I can't remember the year, but it was a Ford Ranger. And it was a stick shift. And I used to watch how he used to shift gears. Like I knew he used to shift gears by pressing, well, I didn't know he had to press the clutch. I just knew that he shifted gears with the stick shift. Well, with the stick shift lever. So one day we was riding down the street, and he was driving. I think he was going to the store up the street from our house. And he was driving, and I was sitting in the middle, like the stick shift was right in the middle of my legs. So I watched him, and I seen he had to go up, and he had to go down, and up again. So I watched him, and I watched him. Then on the way back from the store, he tried to stick shift. I moved his hand out the way, and I shifted for him. So he got mad for a second. Then he realized what had happened. Like he was like, "Hold up, this daggone boy don't learn how to stick shift." And he went home I stick shift all the way home, and he was so amazed by it. He was so happy. He like, "This daggone boy so damn smart." So he went in the house and he got my grandma. He told my grandma about it. My grandma couldn't believe it, so we had to take her on a ride and show her that I was actually shifting the truck. And they just thought I was so smart, bro. I was so smart. But anyways, that's not what when I stole the truck. I wasn't that tall to steal the truck. All right, so that following week, I told y'all I used to always watch and observe, and whatever I see people do, I'll try to do it. So my granddaddy used to clean up our church. Like he was on the cleanup committee. And one Saturday he was getting ready. We was getting ready to go to the church and clean up the church. So I used to always watch him when he was in the van too. Like I had learned I had the truck down pat. So when he got in the van, I always look over his shoulder, looking at what he'll do. Like I knew that you had to use the steering wheel, and I also knew that you had to press the gas to go. And I knew how to put it in reverse and how to put it in drive. So I watched him. He left me in the van one day. He got out to go get like some cleaning supplies so he could go and clean up the church. So he left me in the van. The van was running now. It was running. The air conditioner was blowing. And he left me in the van. And he left me in my car seat. Well, my booster seat. Well, me being the person that I was and always getting into stuff, I knew how to unbuckle my seatbelt and all that. So I unbuckled my seatbelt, hopped out my booster seat, and I climbed in the front of the seat, of the driver's seat of the van. So I hopped in the driver's seat, and I put the van into reverse. I kid you not, I backed the van out. I turned the wheel, put the van in drive, and I floored it, bruh. I floored it. I put the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and it took off. See, the one thing that I knew was how to make it go, but I didn't know how to make it stop. So, so as I was driving, I didn't know what to do. So I opened up the driver's side door, and when I opened up the door, I jumped out, and the van was still going, and it was going pretty fast too. It had to been going about at least 50, 55, but we had like a long driveway. So all of a sudden, my granddaddy came out the house, and he seen that I was driving the van. I don't know if he thought that somebody had kidnapped me or something, because I swear to God, I'd never seen that man run a day in my life until that day. And that man can run, bro. I swear to God, that man was like 60. He had to be like, I don't know, because I think I was 7 when he passed away. So 3 years before that. So he was 72, bro. He was 72. And this man ran like a 20-year-old man. I swear to God, bro. He took off and he caught up with the van, bro. I never seen the old man run that fast, bro. But he caught up with the van. I'm guessing he thought somebody was in the driver's seat or something. But anyways, before he caught up with the van, I jumped out the van, right? And when I jumped out the van, I landed like right next to the van. So the van ran me over, and it broke my ankle. And my granddaddy just shot past me. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a dog or something, because he was just going that fast. And he caught up with the van right before it jumped the ditch, because it had jumped the ditch and was going for the neighbor's house across the street. And it jumped. I guess when it jumped the ditch slowed it down some. But still, that man can run, bro. That man can run. But the van went down in the ditch and it jumped the ditch. And my granddaddy ran out the driveway and caught it right before it was about to go through the woods to the neighbor's house and all that. But yeah, man, that was a crazy day. My granddaddy turned the van around and he wanted to give me a whooping, bruh. And it's still funny to me, because he wanted to give me a whooping, and my grandma, she told him off. She was like, nah, if anybody need a whooping, it's you, because you had no business leaving him in the van by himself. And I still remember the look on his face, and he couldn't say nothing, which was true. But I wasn't really bad. I just like to get into stuff. Like, if I see something and I see somebody doing it, I'm gonna try to do it too. But that was just the kind of kid I was, especially when it came down to my granddaddy. 'Cause I used to always see my granddaddy do stuff, and like I followed behind him. That's how I learned how to play the piano. I used to watch him play the piano, and I watched where he put his hands. I observed, and then I remember he was playing one song. He was playing "This Little Light of Mine," and every time he'll get on the piano, I'll come in there, I sit on the piano, and I play the keys with him. I just pat the keys. They wouldn't be the right keys, but I'll just pat the keys, pretending like I'm playing. And he'll get mad. He'll get dumb mad, stupid mad. And he'll be like, man, I came here to practice and you in here playing on the piano. You can have the daggone thing. You know, that was back in the day, so he used to always say it like that. You can have the daggone thing. So one particular day, I was in there, he was playing a song, and he played This Little Light of Mine with 2 fingers, and he showed me the keys. And once he showed me the keys, it was over with, bro. He like to have a fit, bro. He was so doggone happy that day too. He swear up and down I was the smartest thing walking, bro. He went bragging to all his co-workers, to everybody at church. Oh, my grandson can play the piano at the age of 4. At the age of 4, he can play the piano. That boy smart now. That boy smart, bro. You get what I'm saying? That boy smart now. He's smart now. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. This your boy Shot J. I just wanted to give y'all a little story time. I'm trying to be a little more consistent with my videos, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later on.
I just wanna sign on my haters, sign on my foes, sign on these niggas, sign on these hoes, and everybody who told me to get in.